Welcome to the Health Talk, Countryside Church Health Talk on smoking. And our theme is, I love vibrant health. Some are trapped in the habit of smoking, like this model we have here, Smoky Sue. She's really making puffs of smoke that are really smelly. And there are 600 ingredients in cigarettes that are very harmful. 200 are known poisons. It takes 3 hours to clear a room, so we're doing this outside. It takes 3 hours to clear a room. When we go on a trip and we stop over in Amsterdam, there's a room where all the smokers go. And when the door opens, nobody can breathe. For hundreds of feet from that door, the smell is so strong and it fills up the clothes. And some people in the room, like a baby is taking in the used smoke that's in the air, and it harms and also causes cancer. In the sandbox, we have a little kid playing there that could get cancer from the smoke of Sue. So when she comes to my office and she wants help, this is the toxins that have gone down into her lungs and into her body that she is struggling with for the rest of her life. There's 6 times the air pollution that you get along a freeway of busy traffic from smoking. Makes me cough. I'll name a few of the dangerous things. There's acetone, ammonia, arsenic, carbon monoxide, cyanide, DDT, formaldehyde. There's formaldehyde in there. Lead, methanol. There's nicotine, tar, mercury, and there's many more. I said there's 200. There is a lot of temperance societies that have tried in legislation to ban the sample giving of 1 or 2 cigarettes and ban the sponsorship of the smoking companies in sports events. When you do this kind of smoking inside the mouth, there gets that smoking came my way. There's cancer of the throat, cancer of the mouth. Don't let children breathe that smoke. They can get pneumonia and they can get ear infections easier, and they can die in the crib from the mother smoking. They get mouth disease, they get disease where the teeth connect, the gums, and it's so smelly, their nails turn yellow, their teeth turn yellow. They get more of the grandma wrinkles before it's even time. And you see, she has a blood pressure cuff on her arm. It's high blood pressure. And she has an increased heart rate. The wind is helping this cigarette burn up really fast. And if it was a very dry summer day, we could start a fire. People have started fires with their smoking habits. They get short of breath and they get heart disease. They can have a stroke and not be able to talk or feed themselves because of their habit of smoking. They can have emphysema, lung cancer, cancer of the larynx, and of the stomach. They can get cancer. They can get cancer of the uterus and of the breasts. Even men can get cancer of the breast. So why do people smoke? Why would you think anybody would want to smoke? Some are pressured by someone in their teens. Many start as teenagers and they can never get away from it. One told me she started when she was 14. And if she knew what she knows now, she never would have started that. I've heard that it's even harder to break away from cigarettes than heroin addictions. There's a problem with boredom, and they start trying things like during the lockdown and there's nothing to do. A neighborhood child comes over and they try this, and then they become addicted. Influence of friends. Don't pick friends that are smokers. Stay away from them. They will cause you to be into this. Now, 74% of the adults in Missouri, they don't smoke. And only 26 out of 100 adults average to be smokers. That's 1/4. That's a lot. And they get so sick and they die younger and they're miserable. And their clothing does not smell good either. If a teenager wants to just try it and they say, well, I can quit anytime I want, 5 or 6 years later, they're still smoking because the habit makes them have to go. What about the cost of one packet? By the time you pay tax, it can be up to $10 for one package. And what if you're taking 2 packages a day in your smoking, or 3? That's a lot of money a day. $30 a day, $40 a day. What could you buy with that much money? You could buy your food easily for a whole month. $40 a day is a lot of money. Some are doing 4 packages a day. That's a very strong, terrible habit. And all the mercury that they're getting in their body. Well, why do people even think about trying this thing? There's movies that show people smoking and they think they're really cool. They look cute and they look real masculine. Sometimes peer pressure. Sometimes the family, like the mother's already smoking, and so the baby's going to grow up to do the same, and the toddler's going to grow up to do the same thing. Is that what you want your children to do? Do you want them to copy those things? Or your social group causes you to want to do those things? Well, what can you say if someone tells you to try it? It'll make you prettier. You say, no. If someone says, it'll make you look macho man, you have to have tried it. You say, no. And you leave quickly. You go away from the pressure. You say, no, I will not smoke. The Bible says in Corinthians 3:16 that your body is the temple of God and it is holy. You should not use it for smoking and drinking because it causes a problem in the brain. 1 Corinthians 3:16, know you not that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him God will destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple you are. Don't let any man deceive you. If any man among you seems to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he can be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, he takes the wise in their own craftiness. So the companies are making a lot of money on these cigarettes, and people are spending a lot of money to get well after they've been using cigarettes. And they're spending a lot of money on cigarettes. I hear something. Here, what do I hear? I think it's, you suppose it's the garbage truck? I think it might be the garbage truck. Yes, it's coming. Good, good. It's coming to take these cigarettes away. And I encourage you to throw away those cigarettes, destroy them so no one else can get them, put them in water and rip them up and destroy them and send them out with the garbage truck and save your health. One little girl, she took the cigarettes that belonged to her auntie and she buried them in the garden and put a tombstone there and said, "Here lies the cigarettes of," and she named the person. So she made quite a burial ground in the garden for the different ones of the family's bad habits of snuff and alcohol and smoking and chewing and marijuana. And she buried them in that garden and put tombstones there, trying to help everyone be aware that temperance is so important. If you want God's way, the Bible says your body is the temple of God. God bless you and help you overcome the habits that are holding you back from a good relationship with God and from a good, healthy brain and lungs and body.